Imagine a town. It has some homes, a couple of mixed business and residential districts, a coal-fired power plant, and a hydropower plant provide the power needed. And of course, power lines and infrastructure distribute the electricity to everyone. Now, over time, some new investment is made into wind power and solar power. At the same time, the town is growing. There are more homes, a new business district, and some people are starting to buy electric vehicles. The picture is now very different from where it was at the start. First of all, there's more demand on the system because there are more buildings. Add to that electric car charging, which can put significant extra demand on the system at certain times of day. It's a good thing that some extra power has come online, but solar and wind are intermittent, so they're not constantly available. What does this mean for buildings? First of all, the value of investing in energy efficiency here is greater than elsewhere on the system because the distribution lines bringing power to these areas are probably in need of reinforcement. But this reinforcement might be reduced or delayed if these buildings were made to be more energy efficient. Secondly, timing matters. So for instance, if electric vehicles are charged when the lights and air conditioning are all running, but the wind isn't blowing, the system might not have enough power. But also, the distribution infrastructure in the neighborhood where the car is charging might need even more reinforcement to deal with all of the simultaneous usage. But if the car charges when everyone is sleeping and the wind is blowing, it's taking cheap, clean energy from the grid at a time that there's plenty of room, even in the local grid, for power to flow. So now imagine over time, this coal plant is going to get old, and at some point it will retire. If this town is to contribute to the efforts to limit the effects of climate change, it's likely to look to low carbon sources of energy to replace the coal plant. So it might build more solar panels and perhaps reinforce some transmission lines to bring power in from other areas where renewable sources are on the system. All of this is to illustrate that, in fact, time and location of energy efficiency measures and of measures to shift consumption in time really matters. And it's becoming more and more important as power systems decarbonize and more electric end uses are incorporated. This includes electric vehicles, but it also includes air conditioning and other appliances that are already in use, like water heaters and boilers, washing machines, dishwashers, and fans. In this sense, energy efficiency isn't just a one-off investment that's done here or there. It's increasingly part of an efficient growth strategy for the whole energy system.